We are Stephen and Jill. Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Hello.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Pisella.
And I'm Jill DeWitt. Wait for it. Broadcasting from sunny Southern California. I had to say that. Can you see? Can you see?
Today, Jill and I talk about the best way to lower your seller's price.
What?
I can't wait to
Why would we ever do this?
hear how Jill does this also.
Are you, what? I need to do it. How do I do it? We can help. We got this. I'll tell you why this happens too. Although you probably know.
Before we get into it, well, you know, sometimes you send a letter out, the thing comes back, and they say, you know, I got your letter and I do want to sell, but this price doesn't work for me.
No. I'm lowering their price, meaning what I offered them. Yeah, hold on.
Set us up.
Let me tell you what the show's really about today, babe. That's great.
You know what?
That's awesome.
Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. Is free. And if you are already a member, join us on Discord.
I thought you were saying if you work for your spouse, you understand what just happened. We're with, not for. All right, Bobby wrote, hello to this fabulous community, and thank you again for taking the time to read this. One area I'm getting hung up on is checking counties against the listed to universal rule. This usually kicks out otherwise great counties as they pass all other tests except that one. I thought I understood it, but can someone please explain in your words and the overall importance of this test so I can be sure that I'm applying the correct logic? Thanks so much. Go.
Here at Land Academy, we have what's called a red, green, yellow test when you choose a county to send mail or a zip code. It has to, and before I send mail out, it has to pass these three tests. And one of them is the listed to universal rule, which means how many properties are listed for sale on the MLS against the universe of like-kind properties in that county or zip code. So there might be 50 pieces of property that are listed for sale and 5,000 pieces of property that are in the universe of just vacant parcels in that county. And you want that number to be low.
I like that number.
Yeah.
50 to 5,000 I can do. 1,000 to 5,000, not so great.
Or 5,000 to 5,000.
Really bad.
Like San Bernardino County, California is like that.
Yeah.
So there's, you don't want to generally send mail in general. You don't want to send mail to where there's just tons and tons of for sale property. And this statistic is designed to point in the direction of don't do that.
Mm-hmm. This is such a common thing. I love it. When you do this, Bobby, and you do it, just get into it, figure it out. And when you're staring, and please pull, I always say at least like 10, have 10 zip codes or counties or something lined up. 2 or 3 of them are going to jump to the top.
Yeah.
You're going to go, oh, I see it now. So as you're starting the process, we all kind of question it like you are, but hang in there. Thank you.
Today's topic, the best way to lower your seller's price. This is why you're listening.
As I alluded to in the beginning, here's the setup.
I want to sit back and listen.
Okay, this is fine. So you picked a county, did what Bobby said, you sent out your offers, you think you did a great job pricing your offers, and they go out in the mail and the seller gets them. 1 or 2 things could happen. This is how do I lower the seller's price? Sometimes you might have accidentally priced incorrectly. Now I gotta lower the seller's price. Or the other way is I priced it correctly, but now there's a problem and I need to lower the seller's price. So that's what this is about here. I'm going to tackle you price your offers correctly first. So I sent out all these offers for $3,000 an acre because I know I can sell them for $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 an acre in this area, whatever it is. I get it back. They signed it. It's awesome. And I look at them going, oh no, this was too much. No wonder they sent it back so fast.
This is not uncommon.
Right. And you're looking at this going, shoot. Shucks, I got to tell this guy the bad news. I still want it, but this price doesn't work anymore. So this part should not be hard. You priced it correctly. And you found out, though, that there's some problem or some issue or some attribute that it doesn't have, like the opposite of an attribute, / however, it's not a deal killer. That's the thing. If it's really that bad, you're not buying it anyway. It doesn't matter how well you priced it or how, what, if they say, just take it off my hands, you're going to say, I don't want it anyway, because that happens too. So you need to come back with them and say, look, here's the deal. I did not realize it had this, it was this far from this. I didn't realize that, you have the legal access, not the physical access. I didn't realize that, just there's something like that. So how do you solve that? So you're coming back to the seller saying, I need to lower the price and here's why. You need to correctly just point it out, tell them. And you can do it with screenshots. You can make little videos.
You're making
for
the
them.
seller aware of
the
some
problem.
innate flaws
Right.
in the property and
Yeah.
making them aware of the fact that their price needs to be adjusted accordingly.
Right. Because the guy next door, it could be even the property next door. The property next door, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And usually the sellers go, yeah, I know that. I know. Yeah, I know access out there is tough on my property. And that guy, you can drive right up to it. I'm well aware of that. And that's where you just say, yeah. So because of that, when I sent out these offers, I didn't know, and you're just correctly saying, I still want it. Here's the reason why I need to adjust the price. And if that works for you, great. If it doesn't, I understand, and let it go. And usually they're going to understand. So it goes for both situations. Less is more. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need 16 reasons why. 1 or 2 saying, shucks, now it's worth this to me. Here's why. I think do you still want to get the deal done? That's it. And that's how you lower the seller's price in that situation.
What percentage of times that this happens does it actually work for you personally?
Oh, does it work? A lot, a high percentage.
More than 50?
How many times? Yes, more than 50. How many times do I have to do this? Less than 10. Because it doesn't come up that often.
How can we be you, Jill?
Oh, that's very sweet.
Teach a class.
I'm working on it. Oh, stay tuned. I'm working on that. We were just having this discussion. As a matter of fact, this week, while we're filming, Steven's sister is here with us. She is also less than 1% that we can each build rapport with people in less than 45 seconds. We looked at each other and said, oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, and she can. So not everybody has that. And I hope you do. But if you don't, find someone. Or I'm going to teach you. By the way, I'm going to really try to teach you and get you there. So that's that one. So the second situation is, okay, the mail went out. They signed it. They sent it back. They're all excited because, whoa, I really did offer too much. I priced them incorrectly. I went in way too high in this area. Oh, and look at the flood of signed offers I'm getting back. That's another indication.
They must love me.
Oh, they love me. Like, wow. All of a sudden I hit 100 people on a good day. No, you probably didn't. You're probably way overpriced. This area, they are looking at you like ka-ching. It finally came in. Look, sweetheart, I knew we should have been hanging out for a good sales price, and here it comes. This is the make me move number we all wanted. So you're like, oh, great.
So whoever's setting your prices and doing all the research about where to send mail,
they goofed.
They failed.
Yeah.
And that's me in this
situation.
In this relationship.
Right.
So sometimes I misprice mailers.
That happens.
Yes, even me.
So what do? You don't just throw them all out and say, well, that's a failed mailer. No. So first thing I want you to do is take these all, line them all up, look at them, and see if they make sense to you at your price. Are they still good properties? And I bet there's a good percentage of those that you're like, you know what? I love this property. I think it's great. Boy, if I'd only would have offered this and they would have accepted it, we'd be, skipping and getting the deal done.
Again, this is not that uncommon.
It happens. So what do you do? All right, I got to tell this seller, I got to lower the price, but now I'm the problem. He's not the problem.
Really, I'm the problem.
Or not the property. The property's not the problem. I'm the problem. I did everything wrong. So what do? Tell them that. I goofed. And here's what you do. I goofed. I priced this too high because I thought your property was closer to X. So I'm not necessarily fibbing about an attribute. You don't want to say my percentages were off and I hit the wrong button and I priced 50% and I meant to price 20%. You never share that kind of a stuff, any kind of a thing. You kind of want to gently say, I made a mistake. I didn't mean to offer that much. And then I usually throw in something like, boy, because I could say that this is true. If it were downtown, I would have paid that, but it's not in the middle of town. I made a mistake. So it's out here. I still want it. We all know that I wanted those properties anyway. You're just you're kind of setting them up for, what you meant to do, and just say, my best offer is this, and that's all. And you're telling them what you'll pay.
There's people out there listening to this thinking, well, I've been in sales for my whole career, and it's all about getting somebody on the phone and then,
negotiating,
manipulating them. Let's just call it what it is. Manipulating the situation. So cutting to the chase here? There's some people that are saying, well, why wouldn't you do every mailer like that? You get a huge response back, and then you have a better shot at adjusting the price.
That's a nightmare.
That's what I think too.
You don't want to be that guy, and you want to be on the phone.
First of all, it way crosses the line of ethics. And number two,
I hate that. I don't like those people.
And I also think, though,
you might as well send out a neutral postcard and just say, "Call me, I want to buy."
You're putting an undue burden and workload on the person. In this case, it's Jill and her staff. So I could do that all the time because it works. She turns it around.
You could say $1 million and send them all out. No, don't do that. Because that makes your life so hard.
That's what I think too.
So again, I'm not doing this on everyone. Let's say I priced them incorrectly, 100 came back. All right, I pick out the 10 that I love and I know I really want to do. And then by call number 3, I'm getting good at this conversation. I did my best. I goofed. I thought it had this. I thought it was closer to that. I do still want it. This is now my best. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, I totally understand, and let it go. And you can follow up if that does not sit well with you. You could follow up with, I was looking to only pay this. If you want to sleep on it, think about it, and you've got to, you want to hit me up later, email me or call me or text me with your rock bottom number. I'll sure look at that, see if I can make it work. But that's it. And we're not going back and forth. I'm not playing that game.
All of this, there's always a few people in Land Academy that have this tragic attitude about, oh, I've screwed this mailer up so bad, I can't come back. Jill's providing ways to come back from a failed price mailer in a really positive way. To turn it around and get yourself some purchased property at the right price for you. But I'll tell you what you can't come back from is sending out an offer for such a low price that everybody's just
insulted.
They're livid.
And no one calls you and no one wants to talk to you at all.
That's right.
And even, so if you get them on the phone, that's a whole nother show. We've done that before. So you can work with those too. But I'm glad that we're doing this because this is one of the hardest things that I hear people do. And I agree. It's much easier to add money than it is to take it away. It's like, I know you're going to do what with that $5,000? Whew, okay, I hear you. I know. I understand where you're coming from, and this has been a tough year for all. But gosh, this is my business, and I just can't afford to do it. I wish I could, but I can't. This is my best.
Great stuff, Joe.
Thank you very much. Happy you could join us today. Monday through Friday. You can find us right here on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow, the episode on the Land Academy Show is called Part-Time Real Estate Investing, or let's say land investing. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
You like being back at the beach? Please be nice. Please be nice. I didn't say anything about the state, or I didn't bring up politics. I'm not bringing up anything. Just, are you happy to be back here by the water?
I like being at, I love not being a citizen of the state and being here on a sort of a vacation.
That's not what I asked you.
Yes, I like being back at the beach with the circumstances we're in now.
Thank you. Do you like the water, the humidity, the sunshine, the not 110?
Yes.
Okay.
I love that. I love the weather.
Good. Got to get something out of
She
there.
doesn't want to talk about
Nope.
money or
nothing negative.
Just weather.
Nope. Hey, if you need access to any sort of ownership or property details, including owner phone numbers and FEMA flood map overlays, check out neighborscoop.com. Created by investors, that's us, for investors like you.
We are Steve and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you find our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.